Before we look at our main story, let's have a look at a letter written to ICC by a group of Kenyan lawyers calling themselves Mount Kenya Jurists. Mount Kenya Jurists, date 22nd July 2024, open letter to UN Special Advisor on the Prevention of Genocide. Her Excellency Miss Alice Wairimu Nderitu, UN Special Advisor on Genocide Prevention, 42nd Street, New York. Dear Madam, actions against the Kenyan state and more particularly the President Mr. William Samoei Arap Ruto, the Acting and former Inspector General of Police and the Director of Criminal Investigations on their atrocities, crimes against humanity, and acts of genocide committed during the ongoing demonstrations in Kenya from the 18th of June 2024 to date. The Mount Kenya Jurists is an organization of lawyers with roots from the Mount Kenya region in Kenya but practicing within the Republic of Kenya. The mantra for the organization is justice for the nation. The Kenyan youth of the Generation Z demographic and the millennial generation initiated protests against the Finance Bill 2024, which have now culminated to demands for accountable governance and the resignation of the current president, Mr. Ruto. The demonstration started as peaceful demonstrations, but nonetheless, the police used excessive force, including use of live bullets to kill innocent and armed demonstrators. The killing of the innocent protesters continues unabated, with over 50 youthful demonstrators killed so far. Further, the police have formalized abductions and disappearances with a substantial number of the abducted being recovered dead. There is an ongoing investigation of over 10 bodies which were found dumped in an open and used quarry, which investigations have caused a storm in the way they are being handled. The hand of the state is conspicuously in the ongoing crimes, with specific police formations led by officers of an appropriate ethnicity taking charge of the command. These officers are in plain clothes, with their identity concealed, driving unmarked cars and armed. The state equally has disregarded court orders and directions on how the police should contain demonstrations. It's a very long letter. That's just a bit of the letter. So this group calling itself Mount Kenya Jurists, they are writing to ICC for possible prosecution of William Samoei Ruto, the acting IG of police, and the former IG of police, Japhet Koome. And they are explaining on how this government has killed innocent Kenyans who are just exercising their democratically given rights of demonstrations. And I've always maintained here that Ruto will eventually be summoned by Hague. He is first heading towards Hague in the Netherlands. In just under 2 years, we are seeing what Ruto has done. Several Kenyans have been killed. Several Kenyans have been killed. And still William Ruto promises that he's going to take even more drastic actions on Kenyans. He's saying enough is enough. What is enough? So William Ruto should be alive to this reality that he cannot stop Kenyans from demonstrating. If he attempts to stop Kenyans, then himself as the president, he's breaking the law he swore to uphold. And now to Uhuru Kenyatta's story, we are getting some information that William Ruto has started a crackdown on some Uhuru Kenyatta's close allies, accusing them of sponsoring Gen Zs. By Nation reporter, a close associate of Uhuru Kenyatta and 3 others are among those wanted for arrest over allegations of sponsoring protests. Nation.Africa has seen intelligence reports pointing to the 4 of alleged links to ongoing demonstrations. Retired President Uhuru, through his spokesperson Kanzedena, did not respond to queries on the allegations. Yes. So Ruto has earmarked some Uhuru Kenyatta's men for arrests. And this is the intelligence report. They have zeroed in on some Uhuru Kenyatta's allies. And just some days ago, we saw Ruto also accusing Ford Foundation of sponsoring these protests. And if you dig through their website, Ford Foundation, you realize that even the First Lady received some funds. So I'm seeing a totally confused government, a government that has run amok. I don't know whether they even understand what they are doing or what they are saying. Ruto is opening so many war fronts, which I'm sure he will not be able to fight. He's just opening too many war fronts for him to fight. And he'll be overwhelmed. I'm seeing William Ruto's future not bright. He should be fighting one war at a time. You can't fight everybody. You are fighting your deputy, you are fighting the NGOs, you are fighting the Gen Zs, you are fighting Uhuru. It's too much. Ruto should fight one war at a time. And this is why I strongly believe William Ruto is not smart. He's not strategic. He's acting out of emotions. Yes. He's too emotional to occupy that position as Kenya's president. That position, once somebody is sober and somebody who can take his time to understand things. Ruto just erupts without looking into things very keenly. Yes. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. This war William Ruto is opening with Uhuru Kenyatta just confirms William Ruto has not changed. He is still the same person who has been passing blames since 2022 presidential election. He is not yet done with Uhuru Kenyatta. He still holds a grudge against Uhuru Kenyatta. And that's working against him because now he's the president. If Uhuru failed to support him, that was an advantage to him because he's now the president. William Ruto should not fight unnecessary wars. Some wars are clearly not necessary. And that is something that will bring him down. As a man, as a leader, you should let go of some things. He's the president now. As I conclude, I'm seeing a William Ruto who is soon going to fall. Either he will be summoned by Hague or he'll be forced to run away as a result of Gen Z pressure. Because in the coming weeks, months, and days, all Kenyans will join in these protests, and William Ruto will not be able to contain them. The police, the army, all the security organs will tell William Ruto, no, we can't continue this way. So either William Ruto will be summoned to Hague or he'll literally run away. Kenyans will overpower him. Let me stop it there. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Any person watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give the video a like. Thank you. God bless you.